like no you, now we unstoppable.
Stream. Now listen. Tonight's topic. She says, I can't have kids. But how do I tell my husband? He will leave me. Keeping my secret is a burden. I can't have kids, but how do I tell my husband? He will leave me. Keeping topics. Now when this lady called me, it was a no-brainer for me to make the choice on which one to come with tonight. And it would have been hers. Because when she tell me, wash your face, me say, me have to come bring that one here too. So let me start out. The first thing she said to me, she said, Unstoppable, I'm going to tell you this. I'm a very wealthy woman. I have no issues as far as money is concerned. My husband and I, we have a chain of businesses in the United States and we're doing okay. She said, anything I want I can get. I'm happy as far as finances goes. I have no issues there. But the one thing that I want, money cannot buy, and that is to be able to bear a child for my husband. She said, let me get into the beginning of how this all started. She said she met her husband in college. She was going to a college in one state and he was going to a college at another state, but they met up at a seminar that was being held at her college. And when they met, she said they fell in love deeply. And she knew right then and there that man would have been her husband to this day. She said them have the perfect kind of relationship in college where everything was good between them. And she said her husband is the kind of man from college days where any woman would have been happy if he have as a husband because he is a provider and him secure her in every way. She said from college her husband was the kind of man who used to plan everything. Him plan what kind of business them are going to run after college done. Him plan when them are going to buy them house. Him plan how much kids them are going to have. Him plan what color house him want the paint for be. She said that's the kind of man her boyfriend was from college and that's the kind of man her husband is today. And she said she just love him for it because he is a firm provider for her. Now she said she and him happy. She and him has been happy. She said everything where the man planned out from college came to pass with the exception of one thing. How many kids in planning and in plan say, okay, these are the number of kids we're going to have. She said that is the only thing out of the perfect plan where the man make with her from college, that is the only thing we not come true yet. Right? She said, there is only one thing unstoppable. My husband is a great man. But I've been keeping a secret from my husband throughout our entire marriage. Right? She said, you would think I'd be able to tell him this secret. But if I tell him this secret, I'm worried that there may be consequences. So I said to her, I said, well, what is the secret? She said, when we were in college, we had a short split for a while. And during that split, I dated someone that attended the college that I went to. Now remember in the beginning, I tell you, say, him go to one college and she go to the next. She said during that short split, she was dating somebody else that was attending the college that she goes to, which turns out to be her husband's best friend at the time in college. Now her husband's best friend attended the college that she goes, but her husband was going to another college in another state. She said, while dating the youth during the short split between her boyfriend at the time, now she did something so stupid, which was getting pregnant for him. And she said, when she got pregnant for him, neither him nor she never wanted the baby. She said, after that happened, immediately both of them made the decision, you know what? I cannot keep this child. So she did what she had to do. Me not have to spell it out for no, but she did what she had to do to not keep the child. When she did that, there were complications after she did it. She said she should go home after she go do what she do, and there was non-stop bleeding. Now bear in mind, you know, like I said, during that time, her and her original boyfriend, which is her husband now, did have a breakup. She go home and there were constant bleeding, and she ended up get rushed to the hospital. When she rushed to the hospital, them doctors do what they have to do, and she turned out to be fine. Cut the part they short. She turned out to be fine, because that is not the important part of the story. So she and the guy who she was talking to, who she get pregnant for, right? She and him decide to cut it off because them realized there was nothing there. None of them wanted a child together. None of them had anything together that was substantial. So they decided to just leave it alone and keep that secret between them, and nobody else needed to know. That was the agreement she had with his best friend in college at the time. She said some time passed and she and him reconcile again, and you know, them get back together, which is her husband now. And she said that was the first and only breakup she and him have was in college, and after them get back together, she and him never have a breakup again. But she has been keeping that secret from that point up until now, and she says she has been with her husband for a number of years. She said everything in life she has, she is happy, she is comfortable, but the one thing is to be able to bear a child for her husband. She said, Unstoppable, how do I tell my husband that I cannot have kids? Because what happened is, the complications that I had from getting rid of that child caused me now never to be able to have children. And the woman started to cry on the phone, and she said, that is my only regret in this life, because despite at the time I did not want that child, today I wish I had kept that child. She said every single day that passed, she wished she did keep the child. But she said what hurt her even more is the fact that she knows she can't have a child. She knows the one opportunity that she got, she never accept it. And now she can't give the man who she love a pitney. And the man seriously needs a child. Right? She said it got to the point where the man had tried so hard with her. Like every opportunity him get him and make sure he say him bust some seed. And she can't get pregnant. She said that right now is causing a little bit of tension in them marriage, and she is concerned and worried. She said her husband asked her one day if she's intentionally taking contraceptives to not get pregnant. And when him asked her that, she said she felt so horrible inside. Fino said that is where it reached that her husband doubt her so much and think that she don't want to have a child for him. And during... Alright peeps, so sorry about that little shortcut, but I'm back again. So she said right now at this point her husband is concerned that she is taking contraceptives to not get pregnant, and she's doing it intentionally. She said him never argue with her or anything, him just ask her, but now she is concerned because she don't know what to do, and she seriously need to know what to do. And she said that was the reason why she wrote to that newspaper in Jamaica, hoping that the person who responds to the article would have responded and give her some positive advice on whether or not she should tell her husband, because she said she feel like it will cost her marriage because her husband wants a child seriously. Now the odds are against her in some ways. The odds are against her because first of all, her husband needs a child seriously, right? And she cannot have a child. So despite the husband love her, right? Despite the husband love her, the fact that if she tell him say she cheat on him, well, was it really cheating on him? I don't know. But I guess when you call in, you can address the part there too. But the fact that she was with somebody else in college, got pregnant by the person, plus got rid of the baby, she feel like that was just that's just too much for unveil upon her husband after years of keeping the secret. And she said the secret has become a burden upon her and she just don't know what to do at this point. Now this is where she says she need your advice and she'll be listening in to hear what the callers have to say. Now people, my advice to her was, I told her I think she should tell her husband the truth, right? Now, the thing is, it can backfire, which is the truth, because man, we tend to think different, right? But I told her I think she should tell her husband, and she said she wanted to hear what the viewers had to say. So right now I'm going to open up the phone line for anyone who wants to give this lady, you know, some advice on what you think she should do. Do you think she should tell her husband the truth? Do you think she should keep it to herself? Do you think she should just simply say, I'm unable to have kids and omit, you know, the reason why she can't have kids? What do you think she should do? The phone line is open, guys. 954-353-2197. Let's hear what your advice is for this person. She is actually on the line. She's actually on the show right now, and she is listening in to hear your advice on what you think she should do. Dr. Miyawita, welcome to the stream. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. Good night, everyone.
All
Well,
right.
let me just get right to it. Okay, so like I said in the room, the decisions we make today can be detrimental to us tomorrow. But the truth is, she have to tell the truth because at some point in time, it could go two ways. It could either that it really be detrimental to her marriage, or it could be or it could be that the guy, her husband, can forgive her and still keep her, and she could agree for him to get another child, which that's another problem. Or they could adapt. So
When
it
you
could go
say when
both
you say
ways.
agree for him to get another child, what you mean?
I mean, adapt,
Oh, okay.
adapt another child, adapt a child, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So basically that's what I'm saying, you know. I don't, let me ask this because I catch the whole thing, but I'm trying to figure out if when she was in college and they were both separated in the same college or university, whatever it is, were they
Mm-hmm.
dating at that time?
No, they had separated. They had a short breakup, that which was the time when she started talking to his friend,
Mm-hmm.
and her and the friend got involved sexually, and she got pregnant.
Well,
So
it's not cheating. That's not cheating. That's she trying to move on. At the time, she thought she probably could move on. But then when she checked it out, it wasn't meant to be. Because if she got pregnant for that friend and she didn't keep it, then she obviously had loved that guy, the one that she was with before.
mm-hmm.
She still loved him. So I guess she was just on the rebound. You
Mm-hmm.
could call it that. So that's not cheating. But the whole thing to it is, I think she needs to tell the truth.
But do
It's
you
gonna
are you saying tell the truth, the whole truth, or are you saying just tell him, well, I'm unable to have kids, but don't tell him what happened in college? What do you suggest for her?
All right. If he asks her, why can't you have kids? what is she going to tell him? That's another lie on top of another lie.
Because
Because she's
that's
gonna
how lies work, you know. Once you tell one, you have to constantly tell more if you cover the one that you
That is
tell.
it. So I think she should tell the complete story. Say, look, babe, I have been with you for so long, and the short breakup we had, it's something happened in college, and I slept with someone, got pregnant. I didn't keep the baby because I didn't really want it. He didn't really want it, and I didn't want to have a, whatever it is, and so on. So that caused the situation for me not to be able to have children. I almost bled to death, whatever she wants to tell him. But it don't make sense to tell half of the story and don't tell tell the other half of the story. It's best to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
But Mia, her concern though is telling him the truth and then it costs her marriage though. Because what if, as you know already, as I said just now before you call, that we as men, there's not much we can take, right?
I know.
So, in as much as she's, and then remember now, she said her husband is the providing type of man, that her husband set her to where she is, like make her perfectly happy and comfortable, right? So which woman would want to lose a husband like that? So that is why she is concerned, like she don't want to lose her husband, but she know this secret is burdening her down, right? But
Mm.
she just don't know what to do.
All right. There is two ways out. Let me just say this. Maybe I would take the easy way out by telling the truth, because conscience is a hell of a thing. And when you have a conscience and you have a good heart, it can also cause a problem for you to hold on to something this long. She hold on to it this long, and some way or another, she have got either ride it out and not tell him nothing at all, just play it off like it's not her fault. And if he takes her to the doctor, then that's where the problem is. So it's six of one, half does not the other. Because then if he goes to the doctor, check his whatever, and the doctor tell him you're perfectly fine, he's gonna want to take her.
And
And
then
that can also pose a problem. Did the
the
doctor
doctor
find
go,
us okay?
exactly, well, that was what
Right.
happened
So
earlier,
this is
yes.
a sticky situation. The only thing is unstoppable is that the truth. And the truth is good. She have to just sit him down. I mean, men cannot take much of anything.
Yeah, I
But
tell you.
if he really truly loves her, he will understand, because they were apart for just that short time. And accidents do happen. Well, I don't know what you call abortion. Well, but
Well, Mia,
yeah, I know.
accident?
I mean,
And
yeah,
you
the
call
word
that an
one.
accident? Really,
I
Mia?
know.
Really?
When things, all right, let me just roll it off as things do happen beyond her control, and these are the things that happen. Something, she's saying that she's regretting not keeping the baby. But what if when the baby came, because she did not love the guy, she did not want the baby, the guy did not want the baby, and then when the baby comes, she start treating the baby bad, or she end up giving up the baby. It would have been a different cycle that she would be able to have children if she never get rid of it. But no, that she give it up and it never happened, then no, that's where the problem comes in. So in all fear, I just the truth, me can't tell you. She might lose and she might not lose. But let me tell you something. Like me always tell you, unstoppable, trust in the Almighty for where your future lies. If it's meant to be, it will be. But the truth will set you free. And if she tell half the story and don't tell the other half of the story, it can pose a problem. And if she tell him and cover it up and he takes her to the doctor, then it still a go pose a problem. And if she hide from not going to the doctor, the husband a go think that she have something hidden. So
Because
anyway, you take it.
like she said, him already I get skeptical and I wonder if she taking contraceptives.
That is it. So he's gonna want to find out what is the issue. My whole thing, unstoppable, I think she needs to just sit him down and talk to him. And if they can have a counselor come in, if she can confide in the counselor, and the counselor come to the house and not say anything like she told the person, just come to the house to like talk, then probably it can work. If somebody sit him down and talk to him and explain it to him. But if probably she go and do it on her own, it can pose a problem. So I think she should have a third party, either after or before. Yes, so that's my advice,
All
my
right.
candidate.
All right, Mia. Let me hear what the other rest of callers want to say. So thanks a lot for calling, Dr. Mia.
All
All right,
right.
take care. All right, so Gabby Dan, my boss, thanks a lot for the super chat. Totally appreciate it. And you say me I do some good work, my boss. Totally appreciate that as well. JY, me see a super chat. Thanks a lot to my general. Blessings. So people, Dr. Mia Witta thinks that the young lady should tell her husband about the situation. What do you think? All right, call in and give your advice to the lady. She is actually on the stream right now and she is listening to your advice. 954-353-2197. All right. So if you want to share your advice and share your views to this young lady, the phone line is open. 954-353-2197. Let's hear what you have to say. Give her some advice, you know. Tell her what you think she should do. You know, do you think she should tell him or not? Carla, how you doing tonight?
Good night, Unstoppable.
Good night to you. What's up?
Pick up yourself.
All right, so what advice you have to give to this lady?
Honestly, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Honestly, tell you the truth, she should have been honest in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
She should have told the guy when they get back together that she was messing with somebody else. She got pregnant and that she had an abortion. Because now, look at where it turns out. Look at what turns out. Look at the outcome.
Mm-hmm.
Because now, the men don't easily forgive. Exactly. I'm sorry, but it's the truth.
It is the truth.
They don't easily forgive.
Mm-hmm.
And now, if they're together for years, that's a year's a lie. You're looking in his face for years and not being honest.
Right.
Even if you didn't tell the truth when you get back to him right away. I mean, there is months, there is days, there is hours.
Right.
There is till it become years. That's really bad. And honestly, she has to pray hard for him to stay.
So
because she could lose him at this point.
Okay, so you're saying that she should have told him the truth from it happened, but now that she hasn't, now that years has passed, right?
Mm-hmm.
What advice do you give her now? Should she still tell him or should she not?
Of course, she should still be honest. Of course. It's been long overdue. She has to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
She has to be honest. It's long overdue. But now she has to pray hard.
Mm-hmm. See, her concern is that she may lose her husband because, you know, she know for sure that he wants a child. She knows that much, and he desperately needs a child. So she feels the fact that, and it's the odds are against her because she feels the fact that she lied, plus the fact that she cannot give him what he wants will only push him further away.
But she put herself in that position, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's unfair to the husband. Everything she did, she was only thinking about herself. I mean, it could be a mistake, and I'm not even gonna say it's a mistake because for years that's not a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
So now she has to live with the fact that she may lose him, and she has to live with the fact if he leaves that she pushes him away.
Right.
Honesty is the key. Communication is the key. I'm at this point, I'm telling you the truth. I don't know if love is enough to keep him, but I hope it is.
Right.
And I hope she pray about it.
All right, Carla. Thanks a lot. Let's hear what the other callers
You're
have
welcome.
to say.
All right. Good night.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, like I said, ladies and gents on the stream, she's actually on the show right now and she is listening. And I actually could see her commenting in the comment section, you know. But she is here listening and she wants to hear your advice. You know, she wants to hear what you have to tell her in this situation, you know, because she don't know what to do. She's confused. She's worried. She's stressed out. She's burdened by this entire thing and she just needs some advice on what to do, right? So, you know, give her some positive advice, people. You know, JY, what go on, my general?
Finally, you're hot. If you touch green grass, you catch fire right now, brother.
My youth, you know, say every time you come, my youth, you know, say every time you come for the show, I be a scream, you scream, me have to always a turn down your volume.
But you see the car come in, you know, man, you know what's going on, man.
But what go on,
Yeah, man,
what
but as me I say, yeah, when me I say, big up all of the subscribers, them and everybody, you know. Good night, a Jamaica YouTube TV, you know. Yeah, man, big up on yourself, that's the support. But differently, brother. Hear me I say, man. Remember saying, you know, one time the girl and the guy break up, right? And then go back again, you know. After him and the guy get together, remember so they would still go back together, you know.
Right.
So it's not, remember so the cheating coming now. The first time wasn't cheating. But after him and the guy still go back together, him and his husband right now, him will still go back to the guy. Am I wrong or am I right?
No, she never. No, after the whole baby situation, she and the best friend decided to cut it off. She and the best friend decided to cut it off after the whole baby. Because both of them figured right then and there, them realized that there was nothing there between them. Because when she got pregnant, they both made the decision, none of us want this child. So, you know, them realized, okay, this is going nowhere.
Okay. But we go back to this again, one next question. Did she know her friend before they get together? Or doing?
Well, I mean, I'm quite sure she knew because, like I said, they both went to the same college together. You know, she and the best friend. So, I'm sure she knew that much.
All right. So, Unstoppable, we have to be honest. You know, maybe people not going to like it. But whatever she have to do to make the man happy, she have to do it. If it costs her a relationship, she have to make the man happy because guess what now? It's unfair. It's really unfair. You understand? It's so unfair for the man. I remember saying, no man, you don't think you can tell the man the truth. She have to just find something to try to break up or just something. You know, saying not go easy, but it's either that or live with it. But him have to tell them, him have to find some way to get over this. And in the relationship, because man take things personal. That are too much we want somebody contain. That's too much. Yeah. Plus friend, when man, come on, Unstoppable, let's be realistic now.
Well, that is why, but CJY, that is why she wants to know, you know. That is why she wants to know whether she should tell him she is unable to have kids and leave it at that point, or whether she should tell him the truth straight from the beginning. That's what she wants to know. She wants to know whether she should tell him, okay, babe, listen, I'm having an issue, I'm unable to have kids, and leave it there, so. Or I want to tell you, I can't have kids and what caused me to not be able to have kids. That's what she want advice, pan.
Unstoppable, make she tell him, I cannot have kids, and I feel it unfair, but please accept it. I know it's going to be hard for both of us, but accept it. I cannot. Go, have fun. I want to see you happy. Get somebody, because he can't tell him Unstoppable. He cannot tell him yet. Yeah, tell him, can't tell him, say, and then go give him the whole, because it make no sense to tell him half and left the next half. Then when the guy catch up and the next half now. I mean, in the half. You understand? For him telling about the pregnancy and when he do, that's a big problem.
Right.
And worse if, look for the Unstoppable. Worse if I 1 month they left or 2 months. Wow! You get rid of me so quick. That means you never love me. So now me just left for 1 month and already till you get so caught up till you get pregnant and all that.
Yeah, the time frame where she and him break up important for true too. You know, like the time frame is important. Him gonna ask that question there. We as man, we know that. You know, we are gonna ask that question. Well, so how soon after me and you break up, you start to him? You know, would be gonna ask that question there as man. That is true. That is true.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, so the time frame I want we to free every little thing right. And me as a man, when me know said, so if a question now come behind,
Right.
we'll come behind it, she have to solid. She have to solid, my brother. We are man, let me tell you something and stuff. Worst thing to make a man feel, be little a man. A man, let me tell you, a man who don't, it's not right, you know. A man who don't want to go in a road, just realistic, right? Sometimes we have our bonner girl on the side, and we don't want that the bonner girl have an ex man, you know. We okay with the man, we know say yes, a female man that. And that the man there, you understand? But any girl tell us say, yo, you know, so me like one ex man. A problem in the answer, baby. So we have to be realistic. You see me? Yeah. Most I say tell him say friend.
Yeah.
No man. Trust me.
I really talk, JY. So before you go, JY, before you go, give her your advice. Give her quick and short. Just tell her what you think she needs to do.
Yes, my lady, you're telling the truth. Don't tell the guy about the real situation. Try to find something else. Like tell him say you just can't have kids and you're upset with, and you just want him to go out there and find that perfect person. Not even perfect person, but somebody who can give him a child, because you deserve to be happy, and I want to see you happy. And yeah, you will live good same way, you understand? But you know, me not say no easy like that, because it's easier to said than done. Because the years of relationship, you understand? That is why she should have come clean even upon her anniversary. Each time we have anniversary, but everything build up here now, you know, and it will be so much for the man. Because I must say, oh my God, look how you have me. I do this, me I drink up this, me I drink up that, me I blend up this. You understand? So there is a whole lot to it, yo. It's not just easy, so on both sides, on for the lady side and on for the man side. But me know say on for the man side, it's all wickeder. You understand? It's all wickeder. Maybe she could have to tell him, if he really tell him, he must tell him on phone. He can't tell him in front of him and stuff like that. That's the idea too. If she reveal everything, go auntie, go and sister, go somewhere for 1 week or 2 weeks and said, look, I need to talk to you about something. Call him on the phone and tell him. You can't sit in front of him and tell him there's something there. It's too much to contain. And make sure say that his husband have a friend or somebody very close to him who did it. If you even break it to him, tell me if that makes sense.
Yeah, I understand what you say. All right, JY. Well, thanks a lot, my boss. The phone line I blaze up, my brother. Thanks for giving her your advice. You see me?
Yeah, man. I am.
Yeah, man. Big up.
Man. Big up.
Yeah, man. Bless up.
The subscriber, everybody.
All right, my boss. Yeah, the phone line I blaze up in the peeps. Me sooner call, you know, because I know if I want to give the lady, you know, on advice. JY offer the phone line right now, so you can dial in again and share on advice with this lady. So JY, I feel like say, you know, she not fit tell him the full story, but just let him go, make him be free, and you know, go find somebody who can give him what he actually want. You know, but yo boy, it's a really sticky situation, for tell you the truth. Daniel, what go on?
Me there. Good night, guys.
Good night to you.
Yes. What me call for tell her still is, I think you should tell him the truth, the whole truth. It will set you free. The burden that you're carrying is not good. It's not healthy for the relationship. You are damaging your own marriage by keep having that burden on you like that. For the call, I would just call about she forgot somewhere and call him over the phone. That is unfair. This is a marriage we're talking about. We're not talking about no boyfriend or no girlfriend. You'll call him over the phone and tell him something that you're supposed to be telling him face to face. That's not fair.
Right.
That's disrespectful. you can't intervene on as I heard Mia said something about have a third party. I think the third party should be after, like a counseling session, try to build back the relationship to where it once was. I don't think the third party should be there before, else he's gonna feel some type of way that everybody else know except for him
That makes sense.
and stuff like
But
that.
but
You know
I
what I
can
mean?
understand. I can understand Mia's point as well because remember,
Yeah, I do. Trust me.
yeah,
I do understand Mia's point. I do.
because
But you have
remember,
some
a
man,
third party is good to like throw water upon a fire if a fire blaze too hot.
right?
Cause if a
Which
man,
is true.
if when she start to tell the man that and the man decide to start blaze, anything can happen, So sometimes it's best to have somebody defi calm him down so he not get out of hand. So I can understand that part there too,
Which
But
is true. Which is true. I do agree with Mia, but I just feel like, some people, certain man just feel like certain situation is supposed to be between him and him partner.
right,
She never know what might happen.
yeah.
She never know she might tell him the truth and yeah, him go get upset, yes, because it been so long. And I feel like the mistake that she made was sleeping with the friend. It could have been anybody else. And I think that's what's gonna hurt him more is you slept with his friend.
Actually, if you tell you the
And
truth, as a man, I don't think that's what's gonna hurt him more. What I
I
think
don't
is
know,
what
from
I think
past,
what I think is
right.
going to hurt him more is the fact that she did it and married to
And
him and they
holding,
with him for
right,
so many
yeah.
years and not tell
And
him.
still haven't said anything
Right.
about
I
it,
think that is
yes.
what's going to hurt him more.
That's
She's
why I think it's unfair.
she's
She need
sleeping
to
with the
like,
friend is one pain within itself for him. But
right.
the years of lying are gonna be a whole different level of pain.
Yep, and then he may gonna lose the friend too because not even the friend come and say nothing at all about it.
Well, I don't think the friend
So
is in the picture anymore now because, like I said, that was from college. She said, so I don't think the friend is his best friend now, but he was the best friend in college, if I'm remembering
okay,
correctly. So the friend is not an
okay,
issue. It's just her marriage she is concerned about. But me at the phone line, I blaze up. Thanks a lot for giving your advice. All right.
no problem.
All right. So peeps, the phone line is now open once more. You can call in. And Miss Lady, me not gonna mention your name, but you're here listening. I hope that these advice that you're getting from these callers, making sense to you because this is what you said you wanted. You wanted the callers and the viewers and the listeners to give their input on this entire situation, and that is exactly what they're doing. And I like the fact that no one is being judgmental towards this lady, which is not what we do over here on Unstoppable. Everyone is just giving positive advice, and we totally appreciate it, and I'm quite sure that she can appreciate it as well. So another caller is coming in. Come on, man. Let's hear what this caller have to say. Good night, caller. You're live. How you doing? Turn the stream down in the background. Turn the stream down in the background. All right, so the caller still was listening to the show. All right, so the phone line is open again, 954-353-2197. If you want to call in and give the lady some advice, we have a few more minutes on the stream so we can hear what you want to tell her because she needs some positive advice. She needs to know what to do, and I think after tonight's show, we can help her to make a decision. You understand? My general, Wagwan, let's start quick, fast, and hurry because we have a couple more minutes, all right? Wagwan, my boss.
Bless up, bless up. All I want to know, did she know that she was a Barren before she married?
Yeah, she know that. She know that before she got married to him.
Yeah, she should have just tell the man that because that is what married for. When you're gonna marry to somebody, you have to put everything on the table. And then you're married.
Right. That is true.
Unless you're gonna marry the man for something where man have.
No, well, the thing is, she admitted that she loved her husband from college and she knew that's the person she wanted to be with. She mentioned that part. So it wasn't about, him having anything because they were together from college before either of them had anything. So I don't think it's for what he had,
Yeah, okay, that means that she should have just tell the man so it kind of difficult than she right now and difficult than the man or she have to just she have to do she have to just come clean to the man, just call the man, invite the man to somewhere nice or come home make the man come home one day, come see something look special and have something to talk about and you're gonna sit down and talk about and tell him the truth, say
Just telling the truth.
boy, when I find out say I couldn't get no kid, I didn't want to tell you because I feel it, whatever. I just feel for telling you, I can't take it no more. And I just want to tell you, just get it off our chest like that. You know what I'm saying? Because, I know it's not easy for both she and the guy, but that is what married for, man. Married is not love, married is truth.
So
Truth is love, you know what I'm saying?
So your advice, my boss, to her is to just tell him the truth, the whole truth.
Virgin, if let me tell you something. If there's everything in life, if you don't talk the truth, you can't get rid of it, When you talk the truth, you get rid of it. If she talk the truth and the guy want to leave her, if the guy want to leave her, well, so let it be. All she have to do is just, know that she get the truth out the way. And she never can tell. Maybe she tell the guy the truth and the guy, love her more because,
right.
you know what I'm saying? I just say, so just tell it, just tell the truth and make it done. I just straight.
All right, my boss. Thanks a lot for your advice.
Bless up, man.
Yeah, man, my brother.
Yeah, man, bless up. Yeah,
all right, peeps. So you don't know the big man say a while ago. Tell the truth, as I hear the boss say a while ago, just tell your husband the truth and hopefully he will be understanding. Even though it is something, it's a hard, trust me, it's a really big thing for swallow. Right? So why? But so far everybody is saying that you need to tell your husband the truth. Just tell him everything from the start to the finish and not hold back nothing and just hope and pray that it goes the way that you want it to go. So if anybody else want to call in and give her your advice, we have another 9 minutes on the stream, so you can call in and share your advice. Let's hear what you have to say to tell this lady. 954-353-2197. We have another 9 minutes to go, and I'm going to open up the phone line for you to be able to talk to the lady. Good night, caller. You're live. How you doing?
Yes, good night, Unstoppable. Bahamas here.
Good night, boss. How you doing, man?
Yeah, man. The whole matter that I look at is that as a man, I know it will hurt as much as anything, but we did everything together. Family, correction, trying to be honest. I wanted to be as honest as possible as you could be, no matter what the situation may be. And I just put God first and let him make the decision if we be together or stay together.
Right.
On the situation, I don't have nothing else to say.
Right.
But she just need to come clean and tell the whole truth.
Right. Just tell him
straight. Just come clean.
This is what happened and I'm unable to give you children.
Yeah, no matter what, because it's been too long.
Right.
From college. You understand? The secret, it hurt.
Right.
But you have to get over it some way, somehow. And if you keep it to yourself any longer, it will continue to hurt when you find out.
Right. And then, the thing about it too, my boss, when she tell the man the secret, he might go wonder who he must sleep with, beside in bed all these years,
Because at the end of the day, you know that you kept the secret from me. Only you and my best friend know what to go on.
Right.
And as much as I love you, I did the best to give you everything I could give you. Build business together, right. Give you everything you want. And yet still you still keep it in your heart not to let me know what to go on.
Right.
So it's best you just sit down and put God in front of everything. And
hope for the best.
Let him take control and hope for the best.
All right, man.
The damage is already done.
All right. Big up the entire Bahamas, we love the Bahamas.
Yeah,
bless up. Thanks a lot for calling. All right, General.
All right, my brethren. All respect. Right.
All right, so you heard that one from another caller who said that, just tell him the truth and just put God first and hope that, everything work out for the best. Because at the end of the day, let's be fair to the man. And like I said, my advice to her when she told me the story was tell him the truth. That was my advice to her as well. My general, what go on?
Hey, good night, Unstoppable.
Yeah, man, blessings.
Blessed man, what's up?
There, you know, we have to set,
I was
we have to set to the lady, you know.
okay. I'm late for your topic still, but
Well, me give you a
as
quick
I
rundown. Let me give you a
what I
quick rundown if you not get it then. All right. She's unable to give her
hey
husband children. She slept with his best friend in
uh-huh.
college while she and her husband at the time, who was her boyfriend, had a short split breakup. She get pregnant for the boyfriend best friend. She had to get rid of the child, and then that caused her not to be able to get pregnant now. She can't give her husband a child, and she don't know whether or not she should tell him the truth.
And her husband now the husband was her boyfriend in college,
Right. And she slept with
and
his
and and,
best friend back
and,
then
and he slept with his best friend.
and got pregnant. Right.
Wow. I wonder, whoa, that one, whoa. But definitely, as what I have said now, the truth is the truth, and you know nothing can beat the truth,
Mm-hmm.
right? And love can carry you far away, and you know it's like when a two person love each other, them can look over matters. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing you can do is to go clean, let him know. You know, she cannot sit there and read her husband mind and know what he gonna say or how he gonna react. But I know he gonna react away. But you know where love is, whatever he do, he will come back. When you look over it, because it's gonna be hurt, you know, and you're gonna feel away and but you know, but love will carry him back. If it's meant to be forever, it's gonna be forever.
Mm-hmm.
But the truth, you know, is a very big load it's gonna take off her shoulder.
Right.
While she live in a relationship with that on her chest, it gonna always gonna have a guilt behavior in the relationship.
Right.
Where I carry, and it's gonna make the relationship have a rocky road. It's gonna be a rocky ship out there.
Right.
Because every minute she pump up in her mind, definitely gonna trigger off something.
Right.
So she cannot get to love her husband how she want to love him. You understand? Because she living with this guilt for so long. You understand? And it's real scenario. You know, you know, if the husband don't need a child, and then when the husband realize his best friend caused all of these things, but trust me, when God work in a mysterious way, He can fix anything that broken. So if she believe in herself and believe in her marriage, and her husband, whatever, go clean. You understand? Because these are the reason why Unstoppable have many relationship going like this right now, because the guilt where the partner you're living with, it causes a very very rocky situation in every relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I think she have to just make up her mind. Make up her mind, go
just
and sit with her husband somewhere. Take her, go on a vacation or somewhere. Whatever the hurt is, she have to go through that phase of hurt.
Mm-hmm.
The husband have to go through that phase of hurt. You know how much deeply them met to each other.
Right.
How deeply that love is. Because when love is very deep, you know, some you know, things like that can, you know, it gonna hit them, because every relationship have a hit.
Right.
You know, and then it come back with a stronger part.
Mm-hmm.
So what is to be have to be. You understand? So she have to do what she have to do. Go clean. She hide it a long time, and it's gonna eat her up constantly through the relationship if she don't do it.
Right.
Okay?
Alright, my boss.
So all she have to do, you know,
just
go and do what she have to do.
Alright, my general. Thanks for calling, Zane.
Alright, Jenna. Sorry to, you know, catch it late tonight, and we want to give me update them when you come on, because your program kind of keep you up, you know, and have some very, very interesting topic we can talk about. And, you know, when we talk about this topic, it help more people to understand relationship business, and we can make some suggestion and help other people too.
Well, that is what the platform is for, so each one help one,
Right.
we advise each other. And like I always say, no one over here is judgmental, and, not even in the comments, we don't allow them kind of things, so people judge people
Right,
and talk
right,
bad.
right.
And no, we not do
Yeah,
that. We
make
try
them know
to give
this.
positive
Yeah,
advice.
right, man.
All right, so bless up
Make
again, my
them know
boss.
this
Yeah?
program. Yeah, man. Bless up yourself and keep on do the good